G'day everyone, T-Nick back here again in OpenTTD or Transport Tycoon Deluxe or whatever you want to call it. Doesn't really matter. Welcome to Plesbrook. Pretty sure we finished up here last time, and if we didn't, well, we probably should have, because Plesbrook Interchange is T-Nick's pain in the ass of the week, if there was such an award. Music plays, they get up, they give a speech. I'm really grateful to be pain in the ass of the week. What I really wanted to do was to disrupt the profit flow of the company really well, so I think I've accomplished that. Wow, you guys got a bit close. Yeah, okay. Well, you came up to that signal pretty quick, mate. You're pretty sure you're going to stop. So, good for you. We've got a serious traffic jam of HSTs coming all the way, and this poor fella here, which I'm assuming is one of the local trains. So, yeah, things are not going well at Plesbrook. It's really jamming things up. So I considered a couple of solutions. One, we could divert all trains sort of coming this direction, what would that be, south, onto a new set of platforms over here. But this junction would get even worse because train 1 has a void and train 1 can blow it out its ass. I've dealt with train 1, it's just going to have to deal. The other suggestion I had, the other idea I had, the other thought I had, I considered, instead of running this existing sort of suburban metro-y line, which is, backed up all the way to Lindhaven, and this one's backed up, this is why our trains are losing money, because this is a large part of the problem here. Obviously we've got the freight trains coming through, here's the iron ore train, he'd better make us some money. Yeah, obviously everyone is being slowed down, and it's because we're running so many of these little third rail buggers. So what I'm thinking is we get the third rail trains off this main junction here because they're all coming up to Soonington. So we just run them up here and into Soonington that way, which does mean that these trains here will have to start skipping Soonington because ideally I'll just disconnect this whole section of track here. Train 1, go away. So the first thing we'll do is we'll find these guys. How many of them are there? There's quite a few of them, and they're making good money too. I'm very proud of you guys. We will delete Soonington from their orders, so that way they stop coming up the top here, and we can completely separate this whole, section. That's fine. You can rack off. I don't care. Good for you. Fantastic. That's awesome. Yep, good for you. Wonderful. That's what I expected to see. I'm pretty sure we've maxed out on coal at the old steel mill there too, which is, that's a thing that happens. So the first thing I want to do is select third rail construction, not electrified railway, because I'm not a gibbon. Now what I'm going to do is have hit a cheeky pause here and just drop this down here. We need 2 tracks to go under there, so we'll drop that down a bit more, and then we'll put a sneaky little bridge in there. We'll just quickly put a nice concrete bridge in. That looks good. Excellent. So that will hopefully not disrupt our friends. The can't build signal. There is railway track there. I'm clicking on the railway track. I may have clicked on the wrong bit of railway track, but I'm clicking on the railway track. So the next thing we'll do is we'll split this line off here. Obviously I can't connect it up properly because there is a freaking train in the way, but that's the problem we're trying to fix by getting him out of the way. It would be great if we could expand this station here, but unfortunately I just don't see the room, not without taking out a large chunk of town. What if we hit, no, that's the wrong thing, we're just doing to get rid of that. We make the buildings disappear. So I could probably squeeze a third track in. I mean, we're not really using the bus stop. The big problem here is the bridge, because obviously if we can extend the bridge out one tile this way, if we demolish a few buildings here, but I'm not sure how much that will actually help us. So I think if we get things moving, we can solve the... Why did you not stop there? What you doing, buddy? You going straight back to Broly City? Okay. Well, if that's what you want to do, you can just... Okay, good for you. So yeah, as I said, I don't think that's viable, and I don't think it'd help too much because it'd just move the bottleneck, up to the junction here. So we'll just divert around. We'll end up with a big knot of tracks here. Now, I hope these guys don't hate us. What do you think of us? You think we're outstanding. I like the cut of your jib, Plesbrook. You guys have always supported us through thick and thin. Now, what are you going to think of me if I do that? Well, you're going to let me demolish that, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Good. So I want to put a bit of a trench in there. You think I'm very good. Well, that's nice of you. and I want to put in a fancy station. Now these are thankfully short platforms, they're only 3 tiles long. So we'll go ahead and throw one down there. That's where I want to put it. And that will be quite fittingly named Plesbrook Valley. Not, you know, Plesbrook Giant Crater or Plesbrook where'd this hole come from. Plesbrook Valley. That's very nice of you. And we'll obviously have to have signals on either end. But yeah, to minimize damage to the town, I want to sort of tunnel under here. And this way we get the station nice and close. And I'll sort of cap off that road with a nice little bus stop there, even though we're not going to use it because road vehicles are just a huge pain in the ass. And we'll drop down a tunnel here. So this way we can get sort of close to the middle of town, I guess. I mean, it's closer than if we built it out here. Oh, well, there goes that factory. I'm glad we didn't need that one. You know, so, and it means we're not sort of bulldozing large swaths of buildings, and the town can grow around the station, so it will increase the number of passengers we're able to transport. Although that said, I don't think we're short of passengers. No, 4,600. Fantastic. How many are waiting up here? Yeah, 4,800. Yeah, we need to either more efficiency arise. That's not a word. More efficiency arise. What even is it? What is that supposed to mean? We can make the network more efficient. That would be good. More efficiency arise. It's like I'm not even going to dwell on that one. That's just stupid. Do you even hear yourself when you talk? Make the trees disappear because they are not the stations. I like the stations. The stations are pretty. Yeah, the traffic jam is still going. This is fantastic. Look at them all. Look at them all. This is just. What are you even doing? Wait, how did you get here? Where do you want to go? Where would you like to go? You don't know. No, okay. I get the feeling you need to be given a timeout or something. So let's just put you over. We'll put that there. We'll put you there. Where would you like to go? You want to go to Suningdon? Okay, we'll try. No, we'll go try Suningdon, except go to Suningdon going the other way. Wow, that's a lot of orders. Okay, so after Suningdon, you want to go to Broly City. Okay, so I've picked the wrong one. Yeah, pick that one. There we go. Okay, so try again. See, there you go. You got a path now. Yes, special snowflake pain in the ass. Now we can get rid of this track, and hopefully everything will start moving again. All because you had to be a hero. Oh, don't tell me you're going to do exactly the same thing, you git. Neil, what are you doing over here? This is not where you live. I think we should have an emergency escape track just to avoid this ever happening again. And by avoid it ever happening again, I mean it'll happen again. Like, who am I kidding? Let's put a signal in there and a path signal in there just to make sure everyone's happy chappies. Good. Well, hopefully that fixed that problem because that would not be helping our traffic jam situation. Okay, we're all the way back to Trundon now. That's going really well. Like, I mean, I thought it was bad before. You know, I'm aware, Train 8. Yeah, you can just sit in the queue and wait like everybody else. Do we want to make Suningdon 4 tracks while we're here? Probably not. I don't think we have room. And even if we did, that's Suningdon. Who cares? What are you going to do? Let's just make these signals disappear for now. I'm sure it'll be fine. Don't stress. I'm sure all of the trains will figure it out, you know, eventually. So we'll bring the track down like this, and this is going to cause a few lost trains and hurt feelings. But, you know, we'll just pick up the pieces. Now we need to whoop. Well, it's going to create too tight of a corner. So we'll whoop back that. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now, don't worry, I got something in mind here. See, there we go. Corner. Very good. Connect. Fantastic. So now all we need to do is tell all of these trains that they don't want to go to Plesbrook Interchange. Why would you want to go to Plesbrook Interchange? That place is played out. You want to go to Plesbrook Valley. That's where it's at. A brand new station with non-functioning bus interchange. And I believe you can find a path to continue. I think you are continuing and you're just full of it. Yeah, so that's what we want to do. So we have a lot of trains to reroute. Some of them piddly little 4-car trains. Some of them confused 6-car trains, like the one that was over here that is now gone. Train 1 is getting chopped up into little pieces. I don't care what void order it has. Good. So we'll put some signals down before we start sending all of our trains up here. And we should probably put a junction down at the other end as well. Yeah, I won't worry about sort of signaling up these junctions properly because they're only temporary. They're only as good as until we've sort of switched everyone over. So let's find a representative from both of the lines coming in here. That was fairly simple. Okay, so you fella, Instead of going after Rongrove Rivers the other way. There we go. So instead of going to Plesbrook Interchange, you are going to go to Plesbrook Valley. And I just realised I didn't connect the track up, so that's going to make life really interesting. Quick, make the buildings disappear. There we go. Problem solved. It's fine. I got this. So he's now figured it out. Unfortunately, that means everyone else is going to get a bit confused. Now we need to get rid of Plesbrook Interchange going the other way and replace that with Plesbrook Valley as well. So hopefully that should be all of them diverted. Now you guys, same deal. Broley City, Suningdon, not Plesbrook, oh no, Plesbrook Valley. Okay, well I've clearly clicked on the same train twice, haven't I? Let's try you. Do you know what you want to do? Yes, you want to go to Plesbrook Interchange. Not anymore, you want to go to Plesbrook Valley. See, this guy's already got the right idea. He doesn't want to stop there, but he's got the right idea. And the other one, Plesbrook Interchange, replaced with Plesbrook Valley. Good. So, famous last words. This problem will sort itself out. Don't look at me like that. I know. It's not going to do anything. We put some more signals down. Oh, if we can put them under a bridge, apparently. Let's not do that in case I forget the signal is there. Geez, couldn't do that in the original Transport Tycoon. Drop them down there. Happy days. So hopefully this junction will work itself out soon. Soon. Ingdon. No? Nothing? Okay, that's fine. And that will hopefully release some pressure on Plesbrook Interchange, which ironically is no longer much of an interchange. So what we also need to do is get rid of this track now that everyone's had their orders changed. Boop. And boop. No, I didn't hold the Catarl button down. Yeah, okay, there we go. Boop, boop. There we go. We might still have some trains coming in from this direction, so I'll leave that track open. And then we'll come up to Suningdon and do the same thing up here. Why did you come through that platform there, fella? That's not a thing you want to do. I'm sorry, I just saw you down there. I'm really sorry, my friend. Please carry on as you were. In fact, I might move that. Why are you all reversing? What you doing? Oh, you're all going to get very lost, aren't you? And I've buggered you up as well. Cool. Where are you going next? Suningdon. Then you want to go to Broley City. Why would you turn around to go to Broley City when you can just come down this way? Did I accidentally get rid of a piece of third rail track? I don't know. Why is no one coming up here? Why would you turn around? No, why are you turning around? Stop turning around. Why are you coming up to Suningdon? You don't want to go this way. You're a silly train. This is one more reason we need to get rid of these tracks. Okay, get rid of that. There we go. Hopefully there's no more trains down here that are going to get confused. No. And no one along here. Good. Okay, so I think we've got everyone off this section of track now. That's good. Obviously the logjam is continuing because everyone's decided to reverse at Suningdon for some reason. That's a new one. Now what's your problem? Where are you trying to go, friend? You want to go to Suningdon. What are you doing over there? That is not a location that you should be in. Oh, you've really stuffed this up, haven't you? How are we going to get rid of you? Yes, okay. You've clearly gone completely the wrong way. We need to make you somehow do some sort of U-turn, if that's even possible. Okay, so if you could go back up as far as you can in this direction and stop. Now, we'll try and get a bit of a U-turn track going on here. I don't know what's going through the minds of these drivers. This is going to look absolutely hideous, but it's going to be necessary to get him back on the right path. No, okay. What are you doing up here, fella? You don't belong here. Yep. What are you doing on this track? None of you know what you're doing anymore. Oh, I've really made a meal of this, haven't I? Okay, well, why not just give you a bit of track? Sure, you can come across like that as well. There you go. Let's just... Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay, now you should be able to get to Suningdon now. And never come up here again. Now you stopped at a signal. Well, that's good. Okay, we'll just rack off, would you? Yes, get out of everyone else's way. Okay, thank you. Okay, bye-bye track. Yeah, let's just pretend this never existed. Right, does everyone know what they're doing now? Did I forget to put signals on this new track when I built it? Whoops-a-daisy. That's my bad. Let's put some more down there. Okay, good. You're out of the way now. Let's just get rid of this. Get rid of all this. We don't need any of this anymore. It's just going to lead to more trouble. Now, why is everyone coming up here? We can probably get rid of all the third rail up here because, well, we don't want the third rail trains going up there. and yet they insist on doing it anyway. Now that's all third rail. That cannot be third rail anymore. That doesn't have to be third rail anymore. None of this wants to be third rail anymore, please. Why do we still have a steam train? Yes, okay, well that's definitely a thing that's happened. In fact, none of this needs to be third rail at all down here because none of the third rail trains are coming up here. We can get rid of this too. Bye-bye. Cool. And we can get rid of all this. Get rid of that. Yes, none of that track needs to exist. So now we just have a weird hodgepodge of tunnels that are oddly separated for no reason. Cool. There goes a very loud helicopter. Hi, friend. We might actually benefit from double tracking this tunnel though, because we've obviously got the junction up here. So why not? There you go. Hey, now you're onto it. Yeah, there's an idea. And that will increase capacity through the tunnel. So, you know, 2 wins there, really. And you guys are running parallel. Yes, good. Okay, cool. Now you're going to block. Okay, I was going to say we'll put a junction in here, but if we can avoid it, where are you going? Broly City, you're on the right track. Where are you going? Broly City, good. So if we get rid of this crossover here, we'll separate the trains down here instead of up at the... Would you just go away already? Yeah, there we go. That's done it. Excellent. So hopefully that will help things get out of Plesbrook a lot quicker as well. Train 16 is... Well, train 16 can get in line. Good. So we're now getting rid of all the third rail down here and just replacing it with normal track. Again, with the really close to each other thing, that makes me uncomfortable. You guys need to know that. We've got 2 tunnels here. Yeah, see, these tunnels here are already split up, so all I've done is repeat my idea on the other side, so that's fine. That's good. Get rid of all the third rail. Now, this track down here is redundant, but not this line here. So I don't want to get rid of the whole thing. Yeah, so we can get rid of all the third rail because we don't need any of that. Yep, got rid of all that, good. And we can get rid of all this track here because we don't need that either. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to demolish more than I've built today. That's a new... Why have I got buildings invisible? Make that come back. Yes, good. Okay, so get rid of that there. I can make the bridges invisible. That's helpful. It does look a bit weird watching the train fly though, but you know what? Good for him. Convert back to normal. And this we can just make disappear. In fact, I could probably actually just run the other freight line in under here. Although it's just coming up. It doesn't really matter where it comes up. We'll do that. We'll do that just because it looks neater. But, you know, this is far from essential track maintenance we're doing now. So, connect that up like that. Remove that. And remove that. Very good. Get rid of this tunnel here. Get rid of this. And hopefully that should speed up the trains coming in from the pass line out this way because they're not trying to meet the freight trains here. The freight trains are obviously coming up through here. I could even make the freight trains tunnel under the station altogether. That's a wacky idea, if ever there was a wacky idea to be had. So I would need to have this tunnel come out over here and this tunnel come out over here. Well, we can do that. Let's really streamline Plesbrook while we're here. Let's just go crazy. So we'll put that track in like that. Is that going to work? Because the freight trains want to be on that track there. Okay, good. Just got to remember that. Make sure we get the freights. Make sure we get the right train on the right track. That's all we got to worry about. Then disconnect that. Disconnect all of that. Disconnect all of that. And that. And that's not going to help anyone, so we need to make sure they can all cross over before this tunnel up here. So we'll put this in here, and then we'll put in a set of points. Where do we want to come? We're coming out of a tunnel here, so we want to be able to get across like that. And just in case, we want to be able to get across like that. That's good. Yeah, that's fantastic. So we'll bring you down like that. Get rid of these signals here. We're going to really efficiency-arize. There's that word again. This junction here. So we'll just get rid of that, get rid of that. We can also get rid of this. And yeah, hopefully by, class 90. That sounds fancy. It's also nearly $1 million, so kind of not in the market for $1 million train at the moment. So that temporary junction up there is working fine, just until we get our freight tracks in place. So we need to, yes, okay, cool. So we need to knock that out there. put a tunnel in there instead and bring him up like that. And yeah, he needs to be able to get across to the other side. Ideally, we would have him go under the top, or have these tracks go under the top. Well, these tracks would go over the top, and this one would go underneath, but you know what? He's not going through the platforms anymore. I think that'll have to do. So we'll drop a signal in there. Are we even running many freight trains through here? I know we've got... No, here comes a steel train. That's okay. I feel justified now. He's making good money. In fact, there's already a steel train here that's still steam-hauled. So go you for making a profit and still using steam. And as suspected, you want to cross over all the tracks. In fact, we might actually scooch the junction up here a bit. That might make things a bit easier as well. So we'll get rid of that bit of track there. I'll get rid of that bit of track there and move it to there. And that way, we can have the passenger trains have another signal there. So hopefully this junction, it's a bit messy, but I think it works. We can't have that train run parallel because the HST is going to Stanbridge or Stanbury or whatever the hell that town's called. But you know, that's a net improvement. I think that's all right. Now, which tunnel, it's like playing mini golf. You're like, which tunnel's the ball going to come out of? Which tunnel over here is the freight train coming out of? This one. Okay, so that is this tunnel here. That's fantastic because we can split him off like that and then run him down. And okay, good. So we'll knock that down there quickly and stick a tunnel in there, and that will get the freight trains out of the station as well. So that should hopefully, in fact, now the station is so freed up of trains, there's no one actually here, which I guess is a good thing. I want to say it's a good thing. I don't know. In fact, this is no longer a junction now. I've completely removed the junction part of Plesbrook. So, yeah, I guess I'm too good at my job. Probably. Let's get rid of that. Why are you open? You can go away. There we go. I probably had to do something with that. Oh no, Syncrating put farming. I'm pretty sure that was like 12 items of livestock a month. No great loss. Good. Okay, so now that we've removed the junction part of Plesbrook Interchange, we can probably just get rid of most of this track because it's all now redundant. Yeah, that's all redundant. In fact, this whole track here is redundant. So I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm going to just send him in like that there. That's okay. So now, yeah, we've got a lot of platforms here that we don't actually need, which is definitely a thing that's happened. Yeah, I mean, obviously this end is still a big junction, but, you know, we probably don't need as many platforms going north. We need more coming south because, in theory, we've got two tunnels feeding them in. So can I take over this track here? I bet I can. I bet I can divert this track to give me some more sort of benefit. So get rid of you. No, shoot. Shoot. Oh, there's freight train away. Never mind. That's fine. Please don't have a crash. The insurance is a bitch. So we'll get rid of that. In fact, we may as well get rid of all of that and just put in normal signals down here. Because yeah, we probably don't even need two tracks going this way because there's only the one line feeding them in, but yeah, whatever works. And we'll bring this track in here. There we go. And we'll just have to connect this one up like this. And that's fine because they're all protected by these signals here. Oh, there you go. That's really good. That's an added bonus. We probably should put a signal down there. Facing the correct way. And in celebration, we'll upgrade our remaining semaphores at the junction to, you know, real light signals. Road Vehicle 57 is getting involved. Road Vehicle 57 can go away. I don't have time to solve all your problems. And in fact, I'm feeling generous. Let's put some eye candy in as well. Why not? I like a bit of eye candy. So we'll put in a couple of buffer stops in here. No, never mind. Plesbrook hates us. Cool. That was fine. Well, I guess we lasted as long as we could before they decided they were sick of us. In fact, have we made a dent in the... No, 4,900. Okay, cool. Train 7. Oh, train 17. Oh, you're only a little bugger. You're actually turning a reasonable profit. In fact, how many people are waiting for you? Yeah, 2,900. Yeah, the 2-car train is probably a bit redundant now. We could probably move up to a 4-car. Oh, hello. Look at them. These are getting fancy. So what have we got? Third rail up here. So we'll go with the Brel renewal. And we'll go with 2 standard carriages there to make you a... Oh, that's a fancy looking mail carriage. I'm a huge fan of that. Yeah, we'll make you a 4-car train. See if we can't make a dent in some of these passenger numbers. That's cool. Ooh, new sawmill under construction. Does that help me at all? Ironically, it's built on the site of a former forest. Apart from diverting everything from Dreadingstoke, no, it doesn't really help me. I really need more primary industries on this map, but we just don't have any. And I don't have a lot of money, because I know you can fund new primary industries. Train 153 is getting old. At the end of this episode, I'm going to have to go through and replace a heck of a lot of trains. I mean, before this episode started recording, I did a few. That is a big shop. What's it called? Big shop. I can't say I'm surprised. It's a shopping centre. That's cool. I like that. That's awesome. Well, we've fixed the traffic jam down here at Ron Grove Rivers, so that's kind of nice. I guess I can turn the bridges back on too to stop our trains flying. You are still at maximum capacity, which is nice. You are at maximum capacity, and you know what they say: maximum capacity means maximum profit. They say that, right? God, we've got such an oversupply of passengers. That is one thing I wish we could mod into OpenTTD, is actually scale back the passenger numbers, because we've got a town of 900 and the two stations combined have 600 odd people. So yeah, I just don't see it as being terribly realistic. If we could say halve or even quarter the number of passengers, because I mean I like building these big complicated junctions and networks and things, but I hate having so many passengers that I can't keep up with them. Because if we put more trains on, and you know we're going to, it's just going to jam everything up. So most of you want to go via Treeside Slopes, which is this one. Oh, so more people want to catch the local train. Oh, that's nice. Let's build more of them, because clearly the demand is there. Let's come up here. No one's lost or confused or crying. Now let's see. Are we going to go diesel hauled stock, or are we going to go with a metro multiple unit? Because we've got the Sprinter. Came out last time we were playing, I think. Maybe it was done for. Maybe it happened after I stopped recording. I don't know. But we've got the Sprinter available. 120 clicks. It carries passengers itself, so unlike a loco. 40 grand a year to run. So we're using the Type 3, I think. That's the Solzer. I think we're using the EE. No, we're using the Solzer. Are we? What are we using? EE. Never mind. So that's 8 k's an hour faster. 75 grand a year to run. And the Sprinter was what, 40? Ooh, that's a very tempting. I can't change the colour scheme over there. It's a very tempting little beast there. Interesting. We can't put... Oh, it can only haul high-speed carriages. Interesting. But it's got a top speed of 120. Okay, you're the boss. So we're going to go... We'll go 4 cars? We'll go 6 cars? I don't know. Are these things individually powered or what? It's hard to tell. I just don't want to overload it. 785 horsepower as opposed to... 1700. Yeah, okay. We might send one out as a trial and just, hope for the best, because I don't want to overload the poor motor cars and have the thing stall on a hill, but I also don't want to double up on the multiple units and have it cost an arm and a leg to run. So where have you naffed off to? No, just okay. Try again. We're going to start you at Broly City, and we're going to follow you stalker style. Yeah, there goes the thing you're replacing eventually. Okay, so already I'm seeing the need for the high-speed carriages, because this thing is a slug. I already want to build more loco haul trains. This thing is a disappointment. Okay, it holds a few people. That's good. Okay. Yeah. I get the feeling this thing works better in sort of pairs or 3 or 4 car trains, not 6 car trains. So, yeah, I'm just gonna assume that's not gonna work. What other diesels have we got? We can build. We can build the That's third rail only though. We can build the Brel 58. That's a freight engine. The Deltic is way out of date. That's also 890 odd grand. The Type 4. That's probably a good bet. 500 grand. It's a bit faster. Yeah. Let's go Type 4. Let's just run a comparison between these two. So we'll give him 1 mail carriage for, I guess, baggage, and we'll give him, let's say, 4 passenger carriages. That is an ugly colour scheme. I really should come up with a better one. If you could share the orders of Sprinty McSprintington, and we'll just see who does it better. In fact, we're getting rid of all the third rail here. I keep forgetting we're doing that. Railway construction, yes, convert. So we're getting rid of the third rail there, and the third rail there, and then we need to get rid of the third rail only on this track, because if we get rid of it on this track here, we will accidentally bugger up the track next to it. So we'll just keep nipping away at that. There we go. Get rid of it all in the station. There we go. Get rid of the depot. Oh, that's an old depot. Well done, us. Be very careful what you click on. Yeah, we're getting rid of all the third rail there. And then we're getting rid of all the third rail there. That's already gone. And we're getting rid of all the third rail there. And there. Okay, good. Did we do down here? We did. We can get rid of this. We can get rid of this. All it goes. I hope we get a good price for the scrap. In fact, it actually costs us money. So, not a wise financial decision. So how are you doing so far? You are carrying maximum number of people and you've made us $2,000. Where are you? Oh, I forgot to tell you to start at Broly. Oh, well, this isn't going to be a fair fight, is it? What are you carrying? You're completely empty, but one of your wagons looks different to the others. That's kind of funny. So you're an iron ore train. Whoop, 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 whoop. Odd one out. Whoop, 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 whoop. That's funny. I like that. Train 16 is getting very old. Oh, bless. Look at you, you little bugger. Oh, you're losing money. You can just go away. It's just, okay, you're done. We're done with you. You're just, anything losing money, it needs to go. We're still servicing this poor little clay pit, which is just not doing a great job. Are you losing money as well? Yeah, okay, this operation is terminated. Okay, no, I didn't want to move that there. I'll just put that back. No, can't move. Okay, we'll move that one up there. There we go. Yeah, okay. I really made a meal of this, didn't I? So you, sir, you are wearing a very ugly colour scheme. I don't care for it. Yes, I mean, the side-on view looks okay, but the front, it's not pretty. I'm not sure that's representative of a real-world British colour scheme, and I'm not sure what it is. I just know I don't like it. So, let's try painting it white and green and see what that does to our trains. Come back! I want to see if you've been improved. We'll chase the HST for a bit. Ooh, that's a white-looking engine. That's going to be fun to keep clean. What are you still doing here? Yeah, you're holding up the HST. We'll repair you in a minute. Oh, this looks nice. How good do you look now? Green stripe, white body. Yeah, that's definitely a keeper. Oh, it's a race. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, okay. Well, you've peeled off then. Do we need to double track the freight line? I forgot that it was still single track for part of it. How are you doing, Mr. Steel Train? You don't get a white stripe, okay. You too, well, you're doing a wonderful job. I'm very proud of you. Ooh, farm. That's actually not a bad farm. Livestock, okay. Do we have anywhere we can take the livestock? I think I've had too much sugar today. I'm all over the place. I don't know what I'm looking at. No, we can't. Okay, I can't see a food processing plant anywhere within Kui of it, and I don't particularly want to run a livestock train to the other side of the map just to have the farm closed down. Because I know how these industries work. Well, Broly City's really expanded out in this direction. Wondering if it's not worth putting a station up in the hills here. If only we could extend our suburban line out. I mean, obviously, Stanbridge City is just ridiculous. Had I planned this better, I'd have suburban trains running out everywhere. Next game we play, we're going to put in proper suburban networks everywhere. Because, at the moment, we've just sort of made a mess of everything. So where are you? I'm replacing you. You're a steam train. You don't need to exist anymore. In fact, you're actually old. So, it was fun for a while, the old heritage train, but yeah, it stopped being fun a little while ago. So, who are you sharing your orders with? Another steam train. Don't know why I didn't see that coming. So you run from Broly City to Phoenix. Don't we already have trains running Broly City to Phoenix? Didn't we call them the HST? Yes, and there's one now, and it's not making much money. 35 grand, 13 grand, 24 grand, 52 grand. Yeah, so we can probably just get rid of these and it won't even matter. We don't even have to replace them. Where's your depot? There it is. Okay, back to the depot and problem solved. Good. Sunington's actually grown quite a bit considering that town used to hate us. 462 passengers. That's not too bad. What we should do is find a station where we have way too many passengers and fix it. Sort by total weight and cargo. And other way. No, that's a lot of people at Trundon. Poor old Trundon. Where are you all trying to go? 2 of you want to go to Great Lesningham Interchange. Just 2. 1,700 people want to go via Treeside Slopes. Well, we've trialled a couple of replacement trains for that line. And 3,000 want to go via Gardingway. So Gardingway sounds like we need more electric trains. Yeah, Gardingway itself is pretty busy too. Yeah, so how are you guys doing? Most of you are making nearly 100 grand a year. quite impressed with that. Ooh, what are you? 321. Are you an electric or a diesel? It says it in the name there, Teenick. Maybe read. Comprehension. I've got class 321. I wonder what that is. Electric. What's 160 clicks now? How fast are you guys? You guys are going 160. Okay, so that means the newer electric engines are probably faster. So I'll just keep going loco hauled. So what's the 90 express passenger? 177. Woohoo! We've got the AL6, which is half the price, 160 Ks. And that's the one we've got at the moment, the AL1. Let's go with the AL6, because, yeah, half the price, negligible speed difference, and we can shore up these guys without having trains at different speeds on the line. So, show me something in the way of a mail carriage. That looks nice. Oh, it changes the colour of the train. I like that. That's cool. What do you have? One mail van, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 passenger carriages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that is a nice looking train. Look at that. The carriages match the engine. In fact, why don't we just bugger the mail carriage off so we have a nice uniform looking train? I'm sure we should probably have a mail train on that route soon, but what are you going to do? So we'll put, let's say, 2 more on that route and see how it goes, because, you know, it's still $500,000 for every engine. Do we want to have a mail train running on that route? I don't know if we're actually running mail on this line. Easiest way to find out would be to come up to Pinshaw, where there's, for some reason, a very large amount of people waiting, all of whom want to go to here. Very good. What trains are we running in here? We've got the diesels on the local lines and the electrics. Okay, so no mail train. So we should probably get one of those going as well, just because, you know, it's a thing we can do. Something I do want to do next game is actually have dedicated mail stations and run mail trains from the get-go. Wow, all the steam is certainly buggered off. So we'll go electric again. We may as well go the AL1 because it's negligible how cheap it is. We'll just go to AL6. And let's get some mail carriages. It's a nice green looking train. I like that. I'll go five tiles long. And we'll have you pick up here. Do we have a lot of mail waiting here? You're only 4 tiles long. No, 5 tiles. No, never mind. We do have a lot of mail. Yeah, we may as well stop off here. Why not? Do a mail run. And then we'll come up. Do we have a lot of mail here? Oops, zoomed in. Yep, okay. Well, in fact, you may as well just copy the orders of the passenger train. There you go, buddy. Off you go. And now this will either make a packet of money. Why are you going to Pinshaw first? Because I set the orders up in the wrong order. Try Great Lesningham. Try going the other way to Great Lesningham, though. Because next stop, Trundle. Cool. Okay, there we go. Our first electric mail train. That looks really cool, too. I like the little engine. He's got little red things on the roof, and you know he's got these nice little mail vans, and he's 80% full, 100% full. Yeah, you're going to make some good money. I'm going to sort of follow you and see how you do, because yeah, you're going to pay off nicely, and that's good because our bus just hit the top of that tunnel there. I saw it. Don't believe I didn't see it. And well, that's a ghost freight train. That's kind of cool. Really should rethink the color scheme for all my engines. I really sort of just phoned it in. Bugger off. I want to see how much this guy makes. It's a very attractive looking electric engine. Oh, it's a pantograph. That's what's red. Oh, it's cute. I like it. And we should probably quad track this at some point because we are really getting a big jam up of trains coming between Trundle and Great Lesningham. And yeah, that can't be good for profit. In fact, we're just passing train after train after train after train after train after train after train. And you're catching up to a diesel. Good for you. And we're both going to swap tracks after the platform. Wonderful. And you're too long for the station. Yep. Really thought this through, didn't I? Cool. Okay, so you've unloaded a lot of mail. And you're unloading very slowly because the station is too short. OH&S and all that jazz. Okay, yeah, unload faster. Come on. I want to see that big profit. I want to see a profit. Yeah, okay, you guys are scrappity-scrapped. Yep, bye-bye. Okay, any minute now. Off you go. There you go. You've emptied out completely. So that was a lot of mail we took down the line to Trundle. And please pick up that much mail as well. Yep, okay. Yep, 6 bags of mail each. Yep, good. Okay. Yep. Oh, you made some good money at least. Right, okay. So first order of business is fixing this station here because this is not going to fly. And quad tracking the hell out of this section. So we can quad track down here. we can quad track all the way. That'll be fairly easy, and that's probably how we will finish off today. I was going to try and build more trains, but clearly we need to extend stations and quad track the hell out of things. So what do you think of us, Trundon, before I go landscaping? You think I'm outstanding. That's great, because I'm going to have to upset you in short order by doing some serious landscaping. So bring that down like that, just temporarily. Now, why can't you use the new better track that I just built? I would have much preferred it if you'd do that. Good, okay, so we'll shift these signals, we'll just make them normal signals because we will be quad tracking eventually. And we need to drop in a fancy new station. Let's just extend it with the current type. Must remove railway track first. Why? Oh, I'm trying to build the wrong type of electrified. There we go. Oh, there goes that sprinter. How are you doing? Are you actually performing there, friend? You're not making very much money. No, I think we'll go with the Type 4 as a thing for that. Why did I keep moving the orders around? Yeah, so the Sprinter experiment, probably not suitable for this mainline train. We'll instead build more of, what are you, Type 3s? No, we'll build more Type 4s. I'm sure I had one in your order set. What train are you? Oh, you're a mail train. Okay, well, it would help if I clicked on the correct train, wouldn't it? You're a mail train. You're a passenger train. Very good. In fact, you're actually the trial train that I had going, and you lost 30 grand last year. Okay, maybe we don't need more of you. Let's just see how it pans out. I do want to quad track sooner rather than later, though. So stop looking at trains and start looking at multiple tracks that go in the same direction. You know, because one direction is not just a band, it is also a direction that I'm taking this railway line. So we need to move over to angle track and bring this one down here. This should actually be a fairly cheap exercise, really, because apart from the end bit around Great Lesningham where we need to dig up a bit of ocean, should be fairly cheap. And look, there's a 6-track monstrosity we got going on here. So we'll definitely need to dig that up. That was 180 grand. Maybe we need to do it with a bridge. Oh my god, that was expensive as hell. Let's put a bridge in instead. There we go, that's better. It's a heartwarming children's song called Let's Put a Bridge in Instead. So bring that down like that, and then we'll just switch this track over once everyone has vacated it, and reverse all the signals, and everything should be hunky-dory. I'll get rid of that track there. We'll probably want to put that in there, connect up like that. So now we need to put some signals down, because otherwise there's going to be one heck of a long wait for that track to become vacant. So there we go, we got some signals down there. And we'll put some signals down here. Then we will have to put some signals down. No, don't stuff it up. Focus on what you're doing. Pay attention. There we go. Okay, good. And that's the same direction. There we go. Okay. I'm not used to building quad tracks. It is confusing and scary. Hold my hand. We will get through this together. Good. So that's it. Ooh, class 91. That also looks like something I can't afford because of reasons. So put signals in here. And then that should be fine. Is there anyone on the old track before I remove the junction? No, I think we're pretty right. Good. Okay, good. So I can now remove this junction here. Boobly boo. And then we can connect up this track up in this direction. And then we just need to remember to get rid of all the signals first. So we'll just, no. Bye-bye semaphores. And then we'll just get rid of all of the signals along here. And get rid of all the signals up here. If we miss even one, it will be a literal disaster. Well, not literal. There won't be train crashes, but there may as well be. I'll be very upset. And, it's close enough to being a disaster. So we need to make sure they can change tracks here. So we'll put in sort of points like that. We'll switch you around to path signals. Put in a couple there. And then we need to put in... yes, we need to drag that down like that. And then we'll convert you over to a nice color light signal as well. That's a superfluous signal there. And we've got conversion on. Let's just replace all of these with light signals as well, because modern. Now we've got a semaphore there, so we'll drop one in there. Convert you. And did I put that on the wrong side? I did. See, I've got to be careful. I am a stupid head. It does happen. Convert you over. And then put that signal down there. I see someone's already enthusiastically using the new track. Good for you. Where did I put another signal now? Apparently put one there as well. So convert all of you. Very good. And we've got a couple of semaphores up here that are, well, long since redundant. And that should be all of them. Good. Okay. So we'll get rid of that. And then we need to put a junction in. So we will put that back because I got rid of it prematurely. There we go. Hopefully, yes, because I know in the original game some trains had a tendency to want to do this instead of taking the obviously quicker route. So I'm hoping our trains are smarter than that. Yeah, I know, famous last words. Put that track in there and there so we get a proper junction in, and then a couple of path signals in like that, and then we'll put path signals in there as well, obviously. And look at that, now we have so much more train movement on this section of track. We've got the freight line over here with the goods train, who is making us motzes of cash. This is where the money's coming from. Look at this. This is just... And we've already got a traffic jam. The problem is I have now moved the traffic jam for this entire line to this. So we may have to have a bit of a sit down, a bit of a bulldoze, and a bit of... What the... Where did you all come from? Did I forget to stop sharing your orders? I did. Good work, me. Okay, well, we'll get rid of you. Now, you guys didn't need to come to the depot. That was my bad. So if you could just carry on as you were, I kind of stuffed up there. We will get rid of the steam trains, though. They're a bit old. So that was my bad. I apologise, guys. As you were. Where are you off to now? Great listening. That's okay. Okay, are you going to start making us some money at some point or what? Because your friends are all making money. You know, if we have a bit of a look. Yeah, okay, so... where are you? You are down the bottom. You are losing money. Oh, some of them are losing money, I guess. Some of them are making a lot of money. Wonder what the logic behind that is. Oh, I guess we don't need more trains on that line because some of them are making horrendous losses. But hopefully that has improved traffic flow between Trundon and Great Lesningham. And even if it hasn't, it looks freaking cool. And we can have train races. Like this guy who's doing 160 and this guy who's doing 152. So, I know who I'm putting my money on. The electric train. You know, just in case it wasn't obvious. Come on, buddy. Catch up, catch up, catch up, catch up. And, of course... Oh, no, you're actually both on the correct tracks this time. So, you know, you can just carry on as normal. Unless you decide to swap platforms here just to be a jerk. Okay, you get away with it this time. But, yeah, so with that ridiculously elaborate quad tracking done... Well, it's not that elaborate, I guess. With that slightly elaborate quad tracking done... I think that'll do us for today. I think we've accomplished something. You know, we've seen a big shop. That's kind of exciting. But yeah, so next time, hopefully we'll have a bunch of these old vehicles replaced, and we will have to figure out what to do next. I think we need to keep making our lines more efficient because, well, we have a woeful amount of passengers building up at some of these stations, like here, you know. So we'll probably put some more trains on basically every line and then find the next jam up point and then fix that. But, well, today we fixed Plesbrook, which makes me feel really good about myself. You know, it's a bit of an ego rush there. Just you know, feel good about that. But so off camera, I'm going to replace all the old vehicles as per usual. What are you doing on this line? Oh, why? Why? You don't even go to Suningdon anymore. How did you... You're on your own now, champ. Everything's connected. You'll figure it out. So apart from that accident waiting to happen, everything else is fine. I've been T-Nick. This has been OpenTTD with the UK Railway Set. I would like to thank you for your company, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Until then, later days.